previous. Oh, did we add
with the addition
Sheriff
of
Brown?
Sheriff Brown
Yeah.
at 9:30.
Sheriff Brown at 9:30? That being said,
Are you ready?
we'll go ahead and open up the meeting. Kelly.
Henry County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Tuesday, March 17th, 2026, 17th day of the January term. The Henry County Commission met pursuant to adjournment at the courthouse in Clinton, Missouri. Those members present were Jim Stowe, presiding commissioner, Mark Larson, North District Commissioner, Jake Bradley, South District Commissioner, Kelly Merritt, County Clerk. At 9 a.m., Commissioner Stowe brought the meeting to order. The minutes from the Thursday, March 12th, 2026 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Bradley seconded. Motion carried. Ken Scott, 911 Director, attended the Commission meeting to discuss Wayfair taxes, as his concern was some of the elimination of taxes at the state level. Their board is going to look at putting a Wayfair tax question on the ballot. Currently, they are not collecting taxes on internet purchases. Greg Smith and Preston Smith attended the Commission meeting regarding the truck bid and purchase made for the Road and Bridge Department. Greg showed their timeline of the bid submission. Clerk Merritt did not print off the cover email and only printed the attachment that was assumed to be the bid. She admitted to her error and apologized. The cover email was not printed. An email from Preston Smith stated attaches build sheet for the truck you have requested. Current production on this truck is May. That is subject to change depending upon when the order is actually placed. Your price would be $65,872. This price is also subject to change depending on when the order is actually placed. Please let me know you received this. Clerk Merritt responded that she had received the email. Greg and Preston both shared of their disappointment and concern with the bidding process. Commissioners asked Clerk Merritt to print the original email as well as any attachments for bids going forward. Expenditures for the following departments were approved to be paid: payroll, road and bridge, law enforcement, GR, buildings and grounds, Tri-County child support, general county government, treasurer, prosecuting attorney, circuit clerk, and victims advocate. Dennis Bowers attended the meeting to discuss the options for purchasing a truck bed and bridge work that needs to be done. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to amend the ordinance adopted on January 27th, 2026 regarding Senate Bill 3, RSMO 137-1005. The amendment only amends the applicable tax year from 2026 to 2027. All other provisions of the order and ordinance shall remain in full force and effect. The amendment is necessary due to time constraints in implementing the credit should it be passed by the voters. Commissioner Larson seconded. Motion carried with a roll call vote. Larson, yes. Bradley, yes. Stone, yes. Commissioners reviewed and approved senior tax relief applications. Commissioners reviewed the property purchase agreement between Davis Township and Henry County for the purchase of a motor grader. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to sign the property purchase agreement between Davis Township and Henry County. Commissioner Larson seconded the motion. Motion carried with a roll call vote. Larson, yes. Bradley, yes. Stone, yes. Commissioner Stone called Dennis Bowers regarding the building out at Davis Township Beaverville project. Commissioners agreed to build. The Clerk Merritt asked Dennis to come up with a price sheet of what charges would be. Commissioners will not meet on Thursday, March 19th, because they will be attending other various meetings. Commissioner Bradley made a motion to adjourn at 11:06 a.m. Commissioner Larson seconded. Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that. Motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Morning.
You got a stack of bills. This was a mail. I don't. Probably more than file 13, but I thought I would share it with you so you could do that and not me. I figured that's where I was going, but you never know. Go and battle with the stamp again, Jim?
Well, look at that.
We're messy.
Huh?
We're messy.
Is Hobson putting in the blinds down for Mark too, or we just buying them and installing them ourselves?
When I asked about them, I asked about installation and what it would cost to install. And Chris come up and said they delivered the blinds. And I said, well, I thought the quote that they gave me was for both because I asked. And so he was going to get a hold of them to see. Because we asked the same question. Because I know I said for installation. And
Chris gets 5 signatures now.
yes. The next day.
Yeah. Funny how it all worked out.
Don't tell me the agenda's not there.
Oh, it's there. I'm challenging you to read it.
Seriously. So remember I told you
Whoa!
I took the whole
Totally vertical.
workbook out and deleted it and started a new workbook. So I don't know why.
She thought it'd be simpler for you.
Whoops, it corrected itself.
Oh, it was just loading. It was just loading.
You had to walk up here close enough to get it.
Where Bruce came in the office the other day and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to completely delete that app, completely delete everything from the agenda and start afresh, and we'll see if that fixes the problem.
It's still not right, but it's readable now. It's still very narrow.
I don't think our website is mobile friendly. The whole website. I don't think it's mobile friendly.
It's not what?
Mobile friendly. Like it looks dumb when you pull it up on a mobile phone.
There.
It jumps things around weird.
No, it's better.
That's how it is.
We landscape.
Just weren't holding it right.
Rachel Likely.
She's a beautiful human being. She's very smart.
Houseless people
Rachel.
concern. Kelly, is that the new politically correct designation?
What?
Houseless people?
That's been on there for weeks.
I know. Just sounds weird.
Well, that's when Commissioner Larson came in and I said, I understand we need to be calling this something else, so that's what I did. Also, I see Dr. Scott coming up the road. I was hoping I'd get a chance to talk to you guys before that happened, but I seen him in the parking lot. About this wayfare tax thing, and I can wait and talk when he gets up here, but I've been doing some digging on why, how, who, what, where, when, and there are lawsuits out there. Even what I found yesterday, Jim, was incorrect. So we are collecting 1.250% sales tax for the county. When we passed our use tax, that's what we got, because you get it equal to your sales tax. So 1.250% we are collecting on all internet sales since the Wayfair decision was made. So we had the local use tax in the 1990s.
Yeah.
And then this Wayfair thing went to court to collect because the internet wasn't a thing in the 90s when we passed it. So that we could collect on internet purchases. That wasn't something we had to initiate because of the Wayfair lawsuit. We automatically started collecting that 1.25 on internet purchases as well.
Okay.
When we passed the 911 sales tax, the county had to do that. So the county was charged with putting that on the ballot because 911 didn't exist.
You gotta sign that one, Jim.
And so the county was charged to put that on the ballot. Well, that 0.450 that is 911 sales tax that they get the sales tax on, combined with our 1.25 on our Wayfair tax side. So we actually collect 1.7 on internet sales and purchases on our use tax. And the county collects that. There was never any separation or because 911 can't technically collect a use tax because they've never passed that question on the ballot. So
Right.
the county's the only one that can collect it. They can put it on the ballot, which
So
is
they
what I
need to
told
put
Dr.
it on.
Scott. But that will also, when they do that, that takes that 0.450 away from
ours.
the county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just FYI, that's what I found in my digging.
That's what we needed.
Um,
I can't help it's gonna, cause it's going on everywhere.
Yeah, and it is.
And
Some counties are, some 911s are suing counties,
Yeah.
saying they don't have to put it on the ballot, but because they're a separate entity, attorneys
Yeah,
are
that-
saying you can't just take from the county's pool.
Right.
You
Yeah,
have to
that's
say we need that tax
Yeah.
too.
they have to be voted on to do it.
Right.
Okay.
And y'all had me doing my homework this last week. I tell you what. But it's nice to understand, you
Yes,
know,
it's good.
how it works.
I'm glad.
Well, you can't go into
Because-
this job knowing how everything works. It's impossible.
Yep. Something new every day.
Well, and just like for all of us, 911's expenses has increased as well. You know,
Yep.
everything's gone up for everybody.
Yep.
So,
There's,
my suggestion to Dr. Scott was and is, I think there's ballot language in the statute, but they need to probably have an attorney draw some ballot language. And I gave him election dates and stuff like that. So we've had this conversation.
okay.
I seen him in the parking lot, so I figured I'd give you the rundown.
Now, since we,
Before you got here,
since we got the
so you know.
skinny on it, I don't know what it is.
Well, it was being confused, like the local use tax and the Wayfair
Yes.
tax was
Yep.
two different things, and I knew it had to do with one thing, and Wayfair was a court case.
Mhm. This one, I have to wait on Jake to sign.
Yeah, there was two checks in that pack, Jim, if you'll make sure you
Yeah, I
got
gotta
both
get
of them.
both of them.
The company's gonna come today in person and pick up their check.
How's that?
They called me last week and was like, where's her, you know, wanting to know the
Is that
status.
Lewis Company?
Wanting
$3?
to know the status of their invoice.
Mhm.
And I said, I've not seen an invoice. And I thought we were getting ready to go through that same thing we went through last time.
Right.
And
So we have signed this down here too,
Yes.
it looks.
I didn't sign that one, Jim.
so she said, well, we sent it to Great River on the 3rd of March. And I said, well, I just looked through all my invoices and I don't have it. I said, I'll reach out to Great River. You reach out to Great River because we haven't been billed for it yet. And she's like, we kind of need that money. So they're going to come pick it up in person today. It seemed like Great River was kind of late on getting that to us. Like,
Here, Mark.
Yeah, yeah, just so you know,
Right there, that one, down there. Okay.
there you go.
Okay, now we got, say that and lay it out for Mark, or Jake, you'll have to sign it.
that's fine. I'm still going to give them the check.
Yeah.
Come today.
Give him the check, move on.
No, I can wait in there.
Mhm. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Get him before he gets down, Amy, would you?
Yeah, I try. Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
They give me a hard time.
Mm.
I got to pick on that one. Amy. Fix it fast, auto repair. Fix. Where's that at? 905 North 7th Street. Fix fast, auto repair. Name, that's a name for a company.
They're obviously quick at fixing things.
That has to be it. I'll just go.
How did your question and answers go at the it's not the senior center.
You know, actually, it went really well. I only had maybe 3 questions is all. I mean, it actually went really well.
Good.
Is that it? This all?
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Jack.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name uttered, bellowed.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning. Everybody's so chipper this morning.
Yeah.
It's probably the only energy I've got all day. It'll be expended entirely when we get done.
Because we know there's a warm up coming again.
Are we? Thank God.
Yes, I know.
Are we out of cups, Aaron?
We should have cut some.
Okay.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
How are you?
That was the last one. Question about last night. I'm just getting cut. I had to just confirm my correctness.
I'm good. I'm set.
All right. You need a fill?
Yeah, well,
Kelly, I've got Mike's from,
Windsor.
yeah, but it's in my other notebook.
That's okay.
I'll bring it into you.
they said it's gonna be like 92, said it's gonna warm up and then back to 50 by the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Just hold on, we're on that roller coaster
Oh,
right now.
yeah. We got so spoiled this weekend because we were able to sit on the porch and have coffee and
Oh,
just
yes.
relax and everything.
Oh man,
it
it
was so
was
nice.
nice.
And then, then turn right back around. And,
How are you?
Well, you know,
You're at home.
if you don't like the weather, just
Yeah.
wait 20 minutes.
Mhm.
I like to see what's going on.
How are you?
Yeah, worked out in the yard, tilled the garden, and then 30 degrees.
Mhm.
You know, they say it's really good weather for killing ticks, though. We always talk about how a cold winter is what you need to kill ticks, but what you really need is a cold winter, that nice warm 3 or 4 days. They all come out, and then that good hard cold snap afterwards really does it.
I hadn't thought about that, and they were already out.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I saw somewhere they start becoming active like at 30 degrees or something. It was like 30 or 36 degrees. It was really weird. I didn't think it was like they would start becoming active that low, but
They're not one of my favorite creatures. I often say there are 2 things God put on this earth, and I have not figured out what their purpose is yet, and that's a tick and a mosquito.
Good
They
point.
have to have a purpose, but I'm yet to figure it out.
Good morning. Thank you. Absolutely. You guys brewed it, so thank you. Kelly, do you guys have availability on April 2nd for our March report? Is that what we said?
they're killing us.
March,
They
April
keep 'em-
2nd gives
yeah.
everybody about 48 hours to
Yeah.
put that together for
Yeah,
you.
we talked about that. I do think that's the day we was talking about. No, that is the day we decided on because it's the same day as what we talked about for that.
I said I had
that
faith
other
in you
event.
guys to get the
Yes,
stats
that's
done.
right. You did.
I had faith in myself to get it done.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Our God will.
It's a lot of faith.
Which reminds me, I need to make a phone call
I
today.
can
So
put
that's
you
why
on
I'm
the
asking.
agenda for April
Because
2nd.
we need to get it done.
Yeah, before that's what I was saying. Yeah,
With 9:30.
That's actually perfect.
yeah, that's actually that would be
That way you can get in, get out, and get back to work. It's a great day to be born.
April 2nd,
Uh-huh.
yours.
you say a great day to be born.
Mhm.
Oh, that's your birthday.
Yeah.
That's it.
So when I first started, your birthday was a holiday. Everybody got their birthdays off that worked for the county.
Really?
Yeah, because we had a dispatcher whose birthday was Christmas. And it sucked because there was only 4 dispatchers. She always got it off, so that meant everybody else always had to work
Had to
Christmas.
Right.
Yeah, had to work a shift on Christmas. Yep. Yeah. So
Things
Yeah.
to bring back.
yeah, I was gonna say that. So yeah, but that policy changed. But yeah, it used to be years ago. It was your birthday you got your birthday off.
Sometimes that would not work out for me because sometimes the April election is my birthday.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Well, we're gonna put the lights over there. We're cattle after.
No, your employees would just love it and say, "It's my birthday. You all get to handle it today." So call me if you need anything.
That's right.
I'm ready when you guys are.
You ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It is the panel of 3 today, so we have a lot of operations going on today that took the rest of the folks out of the office today, and they're We're all over the county today, so it is just us. So busy month of February, and then we'll get right back in here next week for March stuff. So our call volume, and there's a graph in a couple of pages later, but 1,376. It towers over our call volumes for others. It's been a busy month, and that's not even the summer months yet. So things are looking really good. Our offense reports for the month, 118. For the year already is 235. That is something we're still trying to get under wraps on how to get things reviewed in time. This is twice as many reports as we're used to. And I think we've got it down. It's taken everybody to take a part in case review, case management, and to make sure cases are followed through with. So, for the month, 30 arrests, and for the year, 66. 301 traffic stops, and for the year, it would be 628. So we are rocking and rolling on the proactive side of things still. On top of the reports, on our calls for service, our traffic stops are still up. Usually, and I can't say this enough, it is extremely difficult for our staff to maintain that high call volume in the rest and reports and still want to be proactive, and they are. So it's pretty unheard of. Usually you'll see something sway them throughout the time. So we're still 2 years into this, and the numbers are still there. So our staff are still engaged and proactive. So visitors to the courthouse, just a little under 3,500, and our inmate daily population for the month was 99, and 65 bookings. So for the road patrol, Captain Bill Brook kind of laid everything out there. 118 reports, 30 arrests, the calls for service, which doesn't look like that changed, 35 citations. Pretty active on everything. Our community engagement for the month, we had our donut with the deputy over at Calhoun Fire Department. Was a blast. Thanks for coming. We were blown away by the fire department over there. Our first time in there, but they have done a great job. And they actually have a little substation in there for the sheriff's office. It's really neat. Just a small little room, but we could use the restroom and type reports over there, which is pretty priceless. In the future, we're trying to keep our staff over on the east side and the west side. So if we don't have to come back to Clinton, and you don't have to, stopping in Calhoun would be pretty nice. So it was neat. But they're doing a lot of good things over there, and we're partnering with them on a lot of stuff with trainings, and we have some active shooter training coming up and some other things that EMA and the fire departments are going to take part in. Pretty cool stuff. So we enjoyed that. And then the Windsor High School, they have just been excelling over there in sports. So they had the basketball team and the wrestling team that made it to state championship. So gave them the presidential ride out of town and back into town. And then our Christian County deputies that lost their lives in the line of duty, that hurt across the state. Spent some time and seeing their sheriff down at the Sheriff's Association training last month, or this month. It's just pretty somber across the state on those things. So I think that's what Mike would share with you, our call volume. So there's that stat graph there. Our calls for the month are, as you can see, it towers, which is the way we like it. And then our municipal reports there, we give those out to the cities each month as we visit them, but we always like to show the stats for each city. And then over to traffic.
Our specialized traffic enforcement. So you see where our totals are going for the first 2 months. January is always just kind of a standalone month, but we're able to, once we get later or further into the year, we're able to provide you a few more statistics to what's going on. So you can see there that in the month of February, we had a total of 106 traffic stops, which equaled 78 hours of enforcement, which was MoDOT was able to get reimbursed with 100% on the grant. We issued 110 warnings of those stops, issued 3 citations, and we made 3 arrests for the month. So when you get into how that broke down, then adding the 2 months together, we're at a total of 238 traffic stops so far under the hazardous moving violations grant. Total hours of specialized enforcement is 169.25. We've issued a total of 8 citations, issued 237 warnings, and we've made 9 arrests already this year, just with this operation in general. Those broke down into 4 misdemeanors and then 5 for outstanding warrants. Those folks that we encountered on traffic stops that had warrants from either our jurisdiction or other jurisdictions. So we submitted for a renewal of this grant, or it's not really a renewal because each grant year stands upon itself. But we resubmitted in the end of February to be to receive monies again to keep this operation going through 2027. So once we hear back, then we will make you all aware of that. So our training summary. Is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's February.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I just saw that.
So
So
I give him the report.
okay.
I missed it. I missed to change something.
Yeah. So, and just looking at that, I was, So, for February, you can see that we're still doing in-house trainings and professional development. Our academy, we had a total of 59 hours of academy instruction that took place. This was classroom and some practical training that took place, and 8 hours of examinations. We had instructors from the sheriff's office and also the Clinton Police Department through the month of February. Our topics included defensive tactics, mechanics of arrest and control, ground control techniques, use of force decision making, de-escalation policy and practice, duty to intervene, emergency response, and building searches, the fundamentals of marksmanship, shooting stance, weapons loading, handgun development, and introduction to shotgun operations. So you can see between the defensive tactics and then the handgun, that's where all of our practical stuff started to come in. So we're winding down with this academy, we're out on the range. Knock on wood. The weather's been okay. We've had to revise the schedule a little bit to accommodate some poor weather that we've had. So. On February the 4th, we were lucky enough to be able to host training. Our office, the prosecutor's office, and the Missouri Office of Prosecution Services were able to bring 2 presenters or instructors down for an 8-hour course that was about investigation and prosecution of family violence cases and determining the dominant aggressor. We had 70 officers show up from around the state. Had members of juvenile office driving down from Platte County. I'm telling you, we had a really good turnout for this, and we've got another upcoming training. We've partnered with them that's coming up here in the next month, so I'll let you know how that went. But it was just great to have all those agencies get together, put a name with a face, be able to interact, network a little bit. What I always like about when we host these trainings, when these folks come into training, then they're eating at our establishment. Some of them come down and stayed the night before. So not only is it a great networking opportunity, it also brings generates some revenue for our area as well. So we are on the list to continue to host some of these trainings throughout the year. So we will continue with the momentum that we started early on. So our CIT team review. I wish these numbers were a little bit higher. I can tell you that one of the things that we've seen is when we looked at our numbers for our traffic enforcement through MoDOT hazardous moving violations, we run about 85% compliance when it comes to seat belts. We run a lot higher than that. We're probably about 95% when it comes to child restraint, which is well above the state average. That's one of the nice things that these grants are able to do from us. When you go back and you look at the numbers that are generated, you're able to come up with this. So I was really hoping that or CIT referrals would be probably about 80 to 85 whenever we would offer services to folks, whether they were adults or through the youth behavioral, that they would be accepting those. But as you can see right now, we're running a little bit low. And that may just be because we're dealing with the first part of the year, and those may come up. So when you get down to the middle of the page there is our activity summary. We had the sheriff's office generated a total of 15 referrals to our community behavioral health liaisons. And I always want to point this out. There were 12 to our youth behavioral health liaisons, and that's total for the entire county. That's not just through the sheriff's office, because a lot of the youth referrals will either come, we'll get some through the juvenile office, but the majority of those come through our schools. Our schools will reach out and make those referrals. Our guys may have a few of those, but normally the majority of our services are what we put in referrals for adults. So just keep that in mind. We don't want to take credit for something that's not generally our numbers, but we're going to report those numbers out so that you can see where we're coming from. So the 15 are referrals that our department made. The 12 is going to be countywide. The outcomes of those, 11 of those 15, so 73% accepted or was successfully provided services. 4 individuals flat out refused or just did not respond. When it come to the youth behavioral referral outcomes, 8 youth or families, which is 67%, accepted or were successful with being connected with services. We also conducted 7 court-ordered 96-hour mental health transports from Henry County. The majority of those come from Golden Valley. We have a good working partnership between us and Compass Health and getting folks transferred. So January was a down month for us because we only had 2. So we had 7 February. That's probably more around average. So the year so far, we're running 9 transports. And the majority of those right now are still going to Osage Beach, Research Psych up in Kansas City. And we have taken 1 or 2 of those to Phelps County down in Rolla. So those seem to be the facilities that have the beds right now, and we always go wherever there's an open bed. So I just can't say since we joined CIT and jumped on the CIT bus how much this helps us. And the partnerships that we have with Compass, with Golden Valley, with Survival House, with the pediatric place, all the different agencies that come together. Like I said, we're tied in. We're a 2 county, so St. Clair County, their circuit clerk's office sends folks up here. We work together. We do have a 40-hour basic course coming up in June, and I think we've already got, from what I'm hearing, we've already got like about 8 folks ready to sign up for that. So much so, we're planning on hosting another training later on this year because we think that we're going to have that many folks to get trained with this. So we like seeing this program grow. This coupled with 988, a lot of times when folks are in crisis, hopefully they will get the help they need. The referral will be routed to the correct facility, or get them into the correct services, and reduce the number of first responders actually having to respond to a call where they can where somebody's in crisis, where they don't necessarily need emergency services right away. So that's a statewide push. In April, I get to go to the state CIT conference. So looking forward to that, because always learn new things about that as well. So
Awesome. I don't know that we know that, but Rob is our president or chairman of the CIT board here.
Yes.
He would never tell anybody that. But how long have you been the chairman of that?
Probably about going on 4 years now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of those little
Years,
hidden
so-
gems. He's involved in many things, but CIT is one of them.
I thought it was 20 or 21
that
when
I,
you took that.
You know, not years, the year
No,
of.
I'm-
oh, I was gonna say
The year of.
that may be right. Yeah. So it may be a little bit longer. So.
I think you're pushing
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. What's nice about it is, like later this month, I'm going down to Four Rivers, which is the CIT council in Nevada, and doing some training for them, helping with their basic training as well. We've been over into I think there's 5 counties across the state who does not have an established CIT council. The whole goal is to have one in every county. We were able to a couple of months ago go into a county who and help them to kind of get one off the ground. It's starting to grow. They're starting to see those numbers. Those folks come to the table, work through some issues that were going on. So not only are we seeing our own council grow, it's nice to be able to go into other counties and help to establish and bring. I don't want to say bring the services, because a lot of times the services were already there. It's being able to establish the resources for folks are aware, the community, and get everybody working together to know who provides what service and resources that are there. So it's sometimes it's well, this person needs to be in these types of services, but they don't have a car, and another group will say, oh, well, we'll provide transportation if you're going to be doing the services or whatever, and seeing people work together to be able to get folks the help that they need. And lessen that burden on our communities.
Corrections.
Well, over at the jail, we're still jailing. Business is good, one might say, in the worst possible way. I think we had an average of 99 for the month of February. It's worth noting we're sitting at 108 today. It's a 119 bunk facility on paper. I always remind everybody 119 bunks on paper is not 119 viable bunks. But nonetheless, it's a cozy operation. Mental health remains challenging. DMH remains challenged statewide. That creates a problem for jail statewide. I say it to you every month. It's still floating around. 5% of our total population are just sitting there awaiting a bed at DMH. And probably 2 to 3% of our populace is waiting to be evaluated for whether or not they're going to become DMH children that's still sitting in jail. If you've heard of FIFA, it is coming to Kansas City. Every jail in the Kansas City region is currently trying to make room because I think they anticipate a bunch of socially lubricated brawlers. And so they're looking for bunks across the state. Unfortunately, at 108 as of today, it's difficult to provide that. I sure would like to. Maintenance operations are always a priority. We keep chucking along. That maintenance log is working and doing its job and tracking things for us. Training was 88 hours of training completed, or at least looking forward to in the next month on various topics. We are looking forward to CITs coming to us in June. We're very thrilled about that. I'm going to at least get 2 staffers from the jail side into that. I try to get at least 2 every time. It's very, very good training. And that training is not just something you'll use on the job. It's not just something you'll use professionally. You sit down in that class, you will actually process that training and retain that. You will use it in life. You will use it in aisle 3 of the grocery store. You will use it at home. It's good training. So everybody, go get that. It is worth it. Put that in your toolkit.
Let me jump in there just real quick. Sorry to interrupt. That's the thing. One of the sessions that we do have in CIT is taking care of yourself, because you can't go to the well and pull water to help somebody else if you don't have water to pull from. And I think that's what one of the areas that Captain Watson's referring to is being able to, not only is it something that you provide to the community, you provide in-house so that everybody's taking care of one another and such. So
I chose an officer to go to CIT last year. And that officer was he very bouncy officer, a lot of high energy. And sometimes some of us need a CIT to deal with him. Yes. But I sent him. And he walked out of one of the classes one day and then went home. He walked into my office the next day and he goes, I can't believe I just used that. I went home and it finally dawned on me why my significant other and I fight about what we fight about. Probably saved his half of his world. He goes, I now have a completely different way of looking at that. It changed the way I looked at that and went, that is why you go. You don't just use it at work. If you get this and you process it right, you'll use it for the rest of your life. I wish we taught it in high school. Honestly, we don't teach emotional regulation anymore, but it's the most important skill set you'll ever possess. Anyway, back to this topic. Training is coming up. We'll be talking to you in about a week and a half about the month of March, and there's some exciting things to talk about in the month of March. We're losing an officer, and we're actually very proud of the way we're losing that officer. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after these messages, and we'll talk to you about that in March. But the jail keeps on jailing. If y'all have any questions about the jail.
Awesome. Court security stays busy, around just again a little under 3,500 visitors, but everything has been running pretty smooth up here. A lot of jury trials still, so our staff are constantly fluctuating in between the two things. Our investigations, I think I just seen him pull in.
He did.
I may skip over to mine and see if he makes it up here in time. So he's been really busy. Our investigations, we knew it was going to grow. I can't say it enough about our staff. Our expectations are high, and sometimes it gets exhausting for our staff because we expect a lot, and we don't ever come down on it. So our community policing is high. We do a lot of community policing events. We're very active on social media, and on the backside of that, exactly what these two were talking about with CIT, but we care. We're employee driven. Our culture is very strong, and in the backside of that, we take care of our employees. So this last week, we had 2 citizens that came in. Never met them before. They came in the front door, asked for the sheriff. They got the sheriff. Like, that's how we operate. When somebody asks for them, you'll get them. Had to sit down with them, and it was very nice. They had a concern in their area, in their neighborhood, and they just wanted to share that with us. They seen us on social media, and they said that you guys seem approachable, and that's exactly what they did. That means a lot to us. Not that we're just out there enforcing the law. You can go ask anybody or ask the 108 people in our jail today. You commit the crime, you're going to jail, and the odds of you staying in our facility are pretty high. We have no nonsense on that anymore, but we also care. When we show up to your house, we care. If it's a CIT side of things where you're in a mental psychosis, we're going to try to help with that. We don't just say, that's not my problem, and we don't just shut the door and walk away. We're going to try to take that a step further. We're going to ask. We're going to use all of our resources in our Pandora box and try to help somebody along the way. So it means a lot to us that that's how we're operating on both ends of the spectrum. So in the closing on this, and hopefully he makes it up here. If not, we'll go over his. It's a pretty busy month, but that's what I kind of talked about on the Sheriff's Corner here is just our balance, the balance between proactive enforcement and meaningful community engagement. We always use our springtime for more community-driven stuff. Once the summer months get here, we're just too busy. We have mandatory overtimes with our festivals, our traffic saturations bump up, our traffic enforcements, our criminal enforcements, our sex offender compliance, our transports, our civil process. The operations don't end.
Core Patrol starts in April.
Core Patrol starts in April. It blows us away every year. We put the sign-up sheet up and I'm like, oh, we're here again. So our office is just extremely busy, but it's good. But I always like to remind people that that's why you see more positive on our outreach and our social media, and it's working. Our call volume is up. If you can look at our calls, that's why. It's because people aren't scared to call 911. They're not scared to show up to our office and say, I have a concern. It means a lot to us that people have that kind of respect and openness with our office, and we're bound to keep it that way. So we'll bounce over into investigations real quick. So like I said, he's been pretty busy. He rolled in here just now, but we don't have a shortage of investigations that roll through, and a lot of these are they're not just simple show up, arrest, document, and move on. We had 3 over the weekend. In each of these 3, require additional search warrants, subpoenas. I mean, they just don't stop. Surveillance videos. We have a lot of different techniques we're starting to use too, which require additional court paperwork. So they're very, very active over there, doing really good. We had another case, just the online issues with forgery and crime, but they tracked down. We always like to share these. We shared some with you that we tracked one to like Nigeria, and we actually the detective was able to get a photo of his face, and this was a six-figure crime that he was able to pull off. It's very sad. Nothing we can do. At the end of the day, the FBI is not interested because of the dollar figure, but we even have a guy's face. So this one, they actually opened a AT&T account in an individual's name and purchased a couple of cell phones. Our detective, and this is just because of his due diligence of taking the time to complete all of these search warrants and subpoenas, he was able to track this individual down to a Walmart in Virginia. You remember? I think it was
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Thank you. See, it's in here. Read the report. Thank you. Just pretty impressive. Yeah, Pennsylvania. And yeah, they were able to track down the actual employee, and Walmart took action on that. And then we turned everything over to Pennsylvania, since that's where the crime was actually committed. Our victim was here, but the crime was committed there, and they're taking the case over. But it's just awesome that our staff are taking the due diligence to follow through with things. And sometimes you track it to Nigeria and we can't touch it. And other times you track it to Pennsylvania, and it's like, finally, now we can actually arrest somebody on this. So it's good stuff moving along. So anything for us? Questions, concerns, anything from you guys?
I do want to thank you guys for that slice of justice. I think doing an event like that on the evenings real nice for the community.
Perfect. I didn't know if you wanted to be anonymous or not, so I wasn't going to say anything. So, long story short, our foundation purchases everything for these community events. This is our first. Usually donuts cost us $67. I know because we buy a lot. And our foundation pays for that. We allot $100 per event from the foundation. So we moved into this slice of justice with pizza, and we were blown away already by the people that were reaching out to us, and then the online presence. We were like, I think $100 is not enough to work with this pizza.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, if you don't mind me sharing, he donated $100 while we were in one of our meetings and said, I'd like to donate some pizza. Thank goodness, because we bought $200 worth of Pizza Glen pizza, and we ran out within 35 minutes.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
It was amazing. The turnout we were blown away. Started at 5:30. We had people showing up at 5. And I started at 5:30. By 5:35, we're out of pizza. So thank you, because if that wouldn't have happened, we would have been out in 10 minutes. So the turnout was amazing. We were blown away. Some balloon making, just those little things. The kids were awesome by it. So it was really cool. It's nice to our heart. Our staff members. I can talk a lot about community policing because it's close to our hearts. If you're not connected with your community, you're not going to do anything in law enforcement. And it shows. Our staff, they were blown away by the presence. And even the next day, that's when all of our staff come like, that was really fun. That was great to connect with the community and see how they approach us. Every single time we do this, there's somebody that has either been released from our jail, or family that has somebody in our jail that's at our events. This time it was somebody that was just released, and he brought his family to our sheriff's office. Unheard of. He cares enough to bring his kids and family to engage with us, even though he was just released 2 weeks ago. That says something about how we treated him in our jail as a defendant, and then how we treat them on the road, that they have enough respect to bring their family out and hang out with us. So it's pretty cool. So thank you for that. It means a lot to us. So yeah. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Prop 1, sorry. We've had a lot of good questions about that. I think we've answered a lot of those along the way. Unless there's any other questions you guys have heard that we need to talk about or anything.
I think you're doing a great job.
Everything's good.
Questions that I
So you know it. There's where it's coming from.
Sure.
I think people have questions about the ballot language, but when we show them that's how it is in the statute, that they understand
Right.
why it's
Yeah.
worded the way that it is. So
and I'm glad we live in a time where we're questioning those things.
Mhm.
Like you ought to question these, but
Mhm.
don't take things at face value. But we enjoy it,
Yeah.
so we look forward to it. We hope we look forward to the outcome of our office. I say that. So one way or another, we're going to push along. So we're really optimistic about this year. It's going to be busy, and obviously, as you can tell today, we've already ramped up our. We said we'd get the slice of pizza done, and we're slice of justice.
Slice of justice.
Slice
there
of
you go.
justice done.
Mhm.
We're moving into our proactive side of law enforcement. We have windows for everything. This is the next window, and then we're going to get into our festival season, and we're pretty taxed. So
We certainly appreciate you guys. And
you.
y'all done a great job.
All but Bill Brook.
Why he's not here, he can't fill the questions today.
We were privileged or blessed to, and something we can report is we just received word last week that Missouri Sheriff's Training Academy is going to start a new class in July again. So this class is going to graduate in May. We'll have a little bit of downtime, and then starting, I think our kickoff date's July 7th. We're back and going to be training another group of future law enforcement officers. So I'm very blessed to have that. So
Yes, thanks for sharing that. That's pretty close to our heart. If you look at police academies, there's not a lot of them down this way. The further south you go, the next one would be Joplin. So we really enjoy this. It's a way for us on our smaller counties around us, the third class counties, to send people. And that's just the goal, just like it's working for us, is to bump up our jail staff. It's just more training for our jail staff. I mean, post certified is huge. So that can do additional things in the jail. And it's a way for us to connect with all of our other sheriff's offices too, to train some of their peeps. So we're excited. Just another little hat in Rob's feather in Rob's hat. He does a lot, and this police academy is one of them. It takes a lot to manage those, and a lot of the evenings. These are all evening classes, so he works his regular stuff with us, and still does every evening, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. He comes in at evening, so the man is taxed on top of everything else that we do outside of that. So.
The effort you guys put into jail to the academy has paid off in the jail. Just the amount of morale that builds. To be told for years that you work in the jail, you might be a deputy someday. You got to figure out how to go to compost. No, we've literally given them a path now, and so the ones that have sat there and put in their time, they're going, and that's our farm league. They go to major league. You play baseball in the farm league for a little while, then you go to academy, and then they pick you up and they put you on a team. That's how it works. They're swinging home runs in that regard. I got jail staffers that are just, now I'll brag. I got jail, I'm going to stay with you. But no, I'm tickled to death. Process works.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy it. Thank you.
What you do to your arm?
They call it arthritis.
All
right. I call it getting old.
Birthdays are rough.
It'll get a lot worse.
Nice to see you guys. See you in another week.
It is about a week and a half. We'll be back to you all the skinny.
oh my goodness, looks like in your pants.
That's Shane, are you?
See you soon.
Really?
Look down, it was a stiff sweater.
Mhm.
But he couldn't get it up here.
Oh.
I didn't even notice it.
Now I ain't gonna-
Wow.
I learned how to
Bill
walk
for
a
you.
different way than he did. I walked a different way, and I
So we moved the date. Let me look here because we had to move the date because it's
Make her mad that you can't be in reach of that.
conflicts with the state.
It hurts.
I have my own stop stick, don't I, sir?
She'll use it.
Bring traffic right to a halt. That's all right. We had the damage last week. I figured I could run pretty fast.
texted to
I got
Boston.
so many things that say CIT on my calendar between webinars that are coming in and state meetings and the conference and all that. Yeah, so I know that we did change our date because the 9th was going to hit the first day of conference, so we had to move it. So
Are you looking for your CIT date?
yes, in April.
That's good. Oh, you mean April?
Yeah.
I thought it was in June. You're looking for a different.
No, we're looking for just the meeting date. We moved it
Oh,
because it conflicts with the state conference.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't have that.
I'll text it to you and let you know. So I appreciate you being here last time.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
I'll try.
see you guys.
See you, Rob.
You ready for me?
Yes.
Let's get this over with. This is the price list that I came up with on different things. That way you guys know exactly what I'm charging the townships and stuff like that. I'm gonna have copies. It's changed, Kelly, so your copy will work. So this would be what I'll hand out to all the townships Thursday night, along with some other stuff. That way they have an idea what it's going to cost when they need pipe replaced. If you noticed in the second column over there, our rate for equipment operator, you'll see where you guys told me 150 on the motor grader, so that's what I put it down as. And then I got the ditching and the arm mowers and brush hogs in case they need extra mowing done or something like that. That way they know what they're getting into. So, you guys got any questions over that? And on the signs and everything, they're constantly changing. So, the only thing I put in there is the stuff that I have on hand that I know what we paid for. The 911 signs, we charge $20 for them. The speed limit signs, they're $51.64. The posts are different prices, whether it's 10 foot or 12 foot, and then things just keep going up too. So, and then on the bridge stuff, I didn't list much there except for the primer, epoxy, and stuff. For the simple fact, anytime first of all, we pay for the bridges unless it's in a special. And then the bridge beams and stuff, we have to put them out for bid and everything, and they change constantly on prices. So instead of putting a number in there, then having to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it went up 30%," it's just best if they call me and say, "This is the bridge we want to do," and then I can go and figure the materials list and tell them what it's going to cost. So anyway, that's roughly the way it shakes out in today's society. If you got any questions. Davis Township did get the contract all signed and back to Kelly. So you what, man?
They all have a
Yep.
copy.
Okay. So with your guys' blessing, I'm going to go ahead and let Beaver tell them know out there what it's going to cost, because Jeremiah and Alan was wanting to know as soon as we finalize things. So if they needed some blading done, they could get a hold of us. Any questions from anybody? We finish up everything, I think, in Windsor today. We're going to Mike Briggs' area in Windsor Special. We got 3 culverts to put in for him, and then we got to go to White Oak, put in a culvert for him to move some trees out of the ditch, and then we're going to Fairview. So we still got culverts and stuff to put in and work to be done. So I did find I don't know if I told you last week or not, but I did find 3 bridges that I'm wanting to replace. One of them is a state bridge. The other 2 are not state bridges, but once we complete them, they will become state bridges. It won't help us out this time, but next time if they got to be worked on or whatever, it could qualify for soft match. But the smaller bridges, you gotta keep. They're just important to keep up as these state bridges are. And I mean, if I can't get across the smaller bridge to get to a state bridge, what's that state bridge going to do for me? So anyway, that's the work we got coming down the pipe and stuff. You got anything for me, Mark? Jim, you got anything for me?
No.
Are you sure?
Think so.
Quiet day in the neighborhood. Jake's missing.
I know it.
Kelly, you got anything?
I don't. Did you get the update from the bridge they're working on that they're going to pour the deck this Thursday?
Is it this Thursday? I got the progress report, but I didn't see when the deck pour was. But last time I was out there, they was forming up the deck to pour and everything. But when I walk up to that bridge, I'm standing on the old asphalt there, and that bridge is up here. So they're going to have a lot of fill to get put in there and get that height adjusted somehow. So that's all on them, I guess.
Yeah.
Just sit back and watch.
It's not on you. It ain't on me. I mean, that thing's like 6.5 feet
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah.
That is a lot.
I mean, they raised it.
Well, they had to get it up.
They raised it to
Hey,
get
it was a
7
problem
feet.
before because the water levels over the road most of the time.
So they raised the road a good 7 feet. I mean, the bridge. Now, if they do the road the same way. And on the one side, it won't be as bad because they
On
just
the
got to
other
take
side.
it back to the curve.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. But that other side, it's got a dip in it before it comes up to get to it. So it's not my baby to worry about.
It'll be one of those belly getting bridges when it's out there.
So anyway, if you guys ain't got nothing for me, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Something hit me. I'm thinking I'm missing something now.
Do you got anything special, specific for the township meeting Thursday that we need to be prepared for or ready for?
I'm gonna get some maps print up of each township and this price list, and we're gonna hand it out to them. That way they have it all.
Perfect.
Is that 6 or 6:30?
6.
That's what I was thinking. So, well, I can't think of what I was thinking of, so I guess if I think of it, we'll discuss it Thursday.
Sounds good.
Have a good day, guys.
All right.
Will.
Bye.
I'm gonna let you guys do these while I finish up the checks. I was thinking, as Mark said, oh joy. As many of those of you guys have done, if this Senate Bill 3 passes and they have to do applications, you guys are gonna have to work a whole extra day a week just to approve applications
through
for that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
These are the colors I like. Huh? These are the colors I like. These are not don't know.
There's only a handful of them.
You got Russell to Shepard? Scout. On First Street.
I know who it is, but I don't know how to say it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How you pronounce that?
I got no idea.
Let me see that.
TSH.
I've seen this. Okay, he applied. She just passed away like last week or the week before. That's why I was asking. But he wrote on there that she was deceased. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, they're like a few houses down. That all of those?
I went to that there.
All right, next thing on the list is, and this doesn't have to be every day, but just to get it on your radar, the Senior Citizen Service Board, they're appointed by commissioners, and we have Jane Marshall and Sandy Swanigans, whose terms are up this year, and they end on May 1st, so we'll have to commissioners usually reach out to them and ask them if they're interested
Staying on.
staying on. So Jane and Sandy's positions are up. And I don't know who appoints what. I don't know how that's done. I've never been privy to the process here.
Well,
Do they want to do it again?
yeah, I mean,
That's that was my understanding that commissioners usually reach out
Yeah.
to them and ask them that.
they want to continue. It's harder to find people. Big thing. Bruce.
I know it.
But anyway, I think we'll have to. Well, I've called.
I'll ask you because I'm
What?
on the board when they're appointed. Is it like a north side, south side?
No.
Presiding, it's just kind of a conglomerate commissioners to agree to.
It's at large, but they would like them
We
to
try to
come,
get,
theoretically to come from different areas
Yeah.
of the county, but
Okay.
the reality is you get who you
Who
can
you
get.
get, right. Well, I didn't know, I know there's some that have to be south
it's
side. some that
nice.
have
If you could, we
No,
used
no.
to try to
to- Okay, well,
spot her, especially on the library board.
here's contact information. Something to think about because their term ends the 1st of May, or yeah, the 1st of May, end of April.
Okay.
That's their first terms are up.
Good.
Are there other appointments that you should be making at this point in time? I don't know. Who else do you appoint? Library board?
Yep.
should probably look and see when theirs is
Well,
up.
hey,
We just did
here's,
some last
here's the
year.
ones you'll call. I know them both.
So library board.
Sandy and Jane aren't.
You're good. If they wanna do it again.
Huh?
If they wanna go again, they're
Yeah.
good. Is this Jane from?
Well,
Used to be Marshall
Yeah.
Walmart.
Jane used to run that Walmart. Yeah,
Then Sandy used to be,
she actually started. Yeah, she was there a long time.
yeah.
Yeah, she started with, what's his name? The guy that started Walmart. That's where she.
Sam Wall.
Yeah, that's where she came from. She was part of that. I got a pretty good board.
Did we have anybody?
Took a long time.
From that?
It was down to 5 members.
Patty
Counting
Bell.
me.
Who?
How do you
Wow,
go?
I just couldn't find
Patty Bell?
anybody.
She's
She'll
more
probably-
sad.
It's a good board now.
That's up in June, it looks like. Um, Enhanced Enterprise Zone, is that you guys?
Yeah, we have point, hey, that one we'll have to make sure, cause city points, I think we're pointing.
It looks like presiding commissioner and Clinton have one. The schools have one.
Yes.
The presiding commissioner and Clinton have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that they appoint. But I have some from 05 on here, so I have,
I don't think,
I don't know if y'all made appointments last, I don't know, because it was done in March. So I don't know if this wasn't updated
I
or,
wondered, something, I didn't think we done that many.
well, you had 2 last year in
Yeah.
2025, and they're highlighted, but it shows 25, so I don't know if they
We
got
didn't.
appointed.
Yeah. but
And
we
then you
did.
have one for the schools this year that's sitting open that clearly they've never appointed. And then Rick Fosno's term is up this year, so. And then there's 2 on the LERF board.
Rick's on that, was on the enhanced enterprise, Watson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is. He's not up to 28.
Uh,
You got Roy Meredith, Jim Smith, and Rick Fosno.
Roy, you're on the Quad Lakes deal, yeah.
These are again, lack of knowledge. I wasn't aware that you guys made this appointment. So
And it's done in May.
this is enhanced enterprise.
And we
that was
didn't
done
do
in
anything
March.
last year.
I don't know. I wasn't sitting here in March.
Sure we did.
It's not been updated.
And then that ain't good. I wonder if that's, who's a, chairperson?
I have no indication of anybody being a chairperson.
Okay. They were really not chairs.
I only have what I have to go off of. So
That's on business, it's coming down.
the schools have an empty position too. So
Hmm.
here you go. These are the 3 that are up.
Rick,
If Roy and Jim were reappointed last year, I just need to know so I can change the date. It could be a simple thing as
And
the
I
date
think
didn't get
I'll-
changed, but
I
I can't do
think
it without.
well, Rick comes up this year, 26. When's this supposed to, when all these?
It just says, March, term 5 years.
Yeah, it's a 5-year deal. It's, hell, most generally, they can just call and get votes. Rick, when's his coming?
28.
28? We might call him, find out.
How do we do the IDA? Because Jean and John are up this year, April term, so at the end of April it ends. But we only have a meeting one time a year.
Yeah, well, you know about it.
Well, I don't know how it works.
I know it.
I got
But
thrown
guess what?
into it.
I know it. And the big thing is,
So who appoints and when do you make those appointments?
well, I think the board does it, but guess what? You have to find the people to do it. That's the hard, but,
Well,
yeah,
it's Jean Henry and John Hill. I'm sure they'll stay on it.
yeah, I think
But-
they'll be fine.
It'll just be a matter of,
John, hi, Karen. How you doing today?
Good, y'all.
Good, good.
Good deal.
how's it going?
Not bad. Yourself? I just figured I'd swing by and hop in and
Okay.
move on out. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. So
That's all right.
Just chatting.
We're
Oh,
trying
okay.
to, we're trying to think of people right now. It's fine. Come on in.
Did you already- Kelly, did you already show them the reports?
Yep, they got it. We
I
talked
got
about
a
it.
picture.
They were planning
It's
on
good.
pouring.
Okay, okay.
I got
Well,
it.
then,
Did you see him? Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm just going to leave them right here.
Guess
They're
what?
on
That
it.
really
They're
was
on it.
good.
I just figured I'd swing by and make sure,
Yeah.
in case anybody's hungry or whatnot. Got a box of Julie's Chewies right there.
Oh. okay.
You are welcome. If you have any questions at all or anything on the bridge, I know we're pouring on Thursday. I brought Jason along with me. So Jason's the gentleman that's actually inspecting the bridge right now. So he's the one that's going out there and taking care of all of the reports and all that other stuff. So
We should have Dennis up here.
we just passed him.
We,
We just passed him. I'm like, you should have stayed. I said, I got cookies for you.
he said it's higher.
Yeah, he was
Go on,
concerned
big
about
bridge.
the height and how
The
much
height.
they were gonna have to build up to meet the bridge, how much backfill they were gonna have to do.
Well, everything should be per
Yeah.
plan. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll definitely be able to look at. We're going to swing by there on the way out of here.
Yeah, oh,
So, but I'll look at it, check it out. Make sure
Anyway,
we're
that,
okay.
Dennis just told me, he said, well, I didn't have to do it.
Well, I mean, they got to meet compaction.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they can raise it all they want, but if they don't meet compaction, then it ain't going to pass. They're not
No.
going to get asphalt on it. So it's
Well,
just that
and
simple.
I'm not sure I can, it needed to be, it had to be raised. That's the big thing.
Did it flood pretty bad down there?
That's the reason for it. I mean, it's just one of those things we have to have.
Yeah. Well, they're coming along. They're doing a good job. They're moving
That's
pretty
good.
quick. So
That's good.
yeah. Again, they should be pouring on Thursday. So
Yeah.
Jason will be down here with one of the other guys and
Okay.
get that bridge deck poured. And then unfortunately, it just sits for a week.
Yeah.
No one goes around it. It's like they're just staring at something. It's just, well, why aren't they working on it?
That's right.
It's got to sit there and cure for a week at least. But usually they'll put a blanket over it. It'll sit for a week. They might do some work like dirt work going up to it or something like
Yeah.
that. But usually project sites kind of go dormant for about a week, and then once that's done, then they start stripping everything off and pulling forms, and won't be long before they put the approach pads up there, and we'll get some guardrail and we'll call it a bridge.
Yeah.
With that being said, you guys want to do a ribbon cutting on that? We can we'll bring all the materials, bring the ribbon and everything else. We'll get hold of the newspapers, whatever you guys want to do. If you want to do ribbon cutting on it,
In our case, it's the newspaper.
paper, very small one. Or
Yeah,
whatnot.
very small.
Or sometimes
Yeah.
once a week.
let's just put the same thing in there last week. No one's going to notice.
That'd be, I don't know, Jake gets in his area, but, well, it'd be good for him. Be good.
Okay.
I think it's good.
We'll set it all up.
Right, close.
We'll set it all up, and I'll tell Lindsay and them so they know all about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
we'll get it. We'll have a nice ribbon cutting on there, and
Yeah.
invite whomever.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, get it put in the newspaper or whatnot, and make sure everybody knows about it. And
Okay.
I think it'll be a good thing.
Yep, I do too.
Sound good?
Yep.
Awesome. I don't want to hang out for too long. I don't want to waste anybody's time. But appreciate it, guys.
All right.
And again, if you got any issues,
Okay.
all of my cards
Yeah.
right there. And but I think we'll be good all the way to the end.
Okay.
Kelly,
Thanks for the cookie.
nice seeing you again. You guys take care. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Chill.
Water station check. Couple went out by the wastewater treatment. I'm not sure exactly where it is.
Okay.
Those are cookies.
So these two, so Roy and Jim are the two that are coming up, or is all three of them?
Wait,
How long
Well-
term do they serve?
5 years.
Oh, 5 years.
It's, you don't have a lot of, but it's people and it's kind of like when they're doing stuff, if it's in the city, and you have to do that, and then they may abate the taxes on that. It has to be, that's, and there's different things go with it, but it's one of those cases you gotta have a committee, because you gotta have it. So, I can't see anything wrong with the people.
Oh, no.
I mean, bills, because, and I don't know,
Who'd she say was going off?
well, these two,
So we just need to call them and find out
Yeah,
if they went back
yeah.
on it. You would do
if we'd have
that?
known, yeah, I can't.
I mean, that makes-
Because Roy, we should have talked, you sitting right by. Well, I mean, you say something. I think he'll do it. Roy's a
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
he's pretty good. I'll tell you what, he's, really, just like his
Very nice.
always likable. He wants to do what's right. And he tries to really work at it. So I think they can do.
And then these two, you know,
That's the
senior citizens.
senior center. If they'll do it, that'd be great.
You want me to?
Doesn't matter. I don't. I call her. You call her.
I-
You know Jane.
Yeah, I know Jay.
Call Jane up.
All right, I'll
I
call
can call
these two.
Sandy. Murray. That's fine.
I'll call them both. See what they say.
Well, all I can say is Jake's in trouble. Yeah.
Bruce, would you like a cookie?
Huh? I never heard of it.
They're awful fancy.
Hmm?
That's the kind you're getting for the thing across the road, aren't you?
No.
That's the same kind of cookies you get across the road.
No. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Crap. Hey, no. You're expecting that. Quick. Bruce, do you want it?
Bruce, they look
You
good.
don't want a Jake's?
Yeah, I'll take some.
They do. They look good.
I was thinking that when you brought that in, I said, oh, those are cookies. I'll have time to bring t-shirts. Bring a t-shirt with GRE.
Oh,
They're good.
well, I got them.
Cheese on cookies.
They're good.
They're very good.
Springfield, Missouri.
Kelly's the one that likes cookies.
Huh?
Kelly's the one that likes cookies.
Well, we'll I'll wrap them up. Jake will be here. We'll tell him. I'll tell him thank you for the cookies. This is enhanced, isn't it? Enterprise zone. That one's, what's the other one? It was two. One of them, oh, that's a senior
This is
citizen.
senior citizen. Yeah.
These are good cookies.
They're very good.
There you go. She's there.
Ah, I
Yeah.
was coming back, I didn't abandon it. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That was delicious. There's some big old
There you go.
cookies.
Oh, there.
They're very good.
Oatmeal and chocolate chip. Is that what I'm looking at? Oh, wait, there's a snickerdoodle under there. Ooh,
Yeah.
I bet there's a peanut butter one there.
Yep, but there is.
It was some card.
Oh, there it is. It's got peanut butter cups in it. I think I'd eat peanut butter if it was slathered on a shoe.
Thursday out. I'll say, you know what? Somebody mouse this guy in here.
Thursday?
Jake.
Oh. Well, he could have sat him down in front of any of us. He just set it in an empty spot.
Well, I figured it's Jake's.
Do you want me to email you those budgets or you want hard copies?
If you make email them, I'll make copies.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just as easy to copy them. I just didn't know if you wanted them.
Either way.
I got that on my note of things to do today. I meant to tell Dennis about a credit at McKinley Auto, but I didn't do that. I made a check-in book for the township meeting so they can check their information, make sure it's right, and then sign in if they were here. It's by township, by special. I also made copies of, here's the one to Mark, this to hand out Thursday. I did this last year because I felt like it was getting missed, and I mean, I state the statute in there, and if there's something you think I should add, I mean, I think I cover it pretty good. I've been handing those out throughout the year to anybody that's new that comes in and
That's
gets
good.
on the board.
That's good.
All right.
She make
You need one to drink?
There. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you think? I've got my cart contract in the back here in case they have any question, or my cart
That's
chart. Is there anything else you can think that I need to
pretty much covers it.
take
good.
and make?
Well,
Dennis is gonna make maps for
That
every
one.
township to, mark what roads they take care of. And he's gonna pass them out there also. And we're gonna pass out the price list as well.
mhm.
I'll bring them back up and put them in your spot, cause this one will take forever when I can do it online. Cause I gotta make them copies too. On number 4 on that, it said accountability and reporting. The township agrees to maintain accurate financial records regarding expenditures of funds received under this agreement, provide an annual written report to the county clerk's office detailing expenditures and make records available for written inspection. So that's where I put it in the gas contract about they have to have their budget and stuff turned in, so.
This stuff y'all need to highlight. Just tell them about it.
The board
Let 'em-
meetings.
yeah, let them know they need to read it.
Is the gas tax distribution
They're, well,
contract?
got things to do.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really
They
should.
need to, you need to.
It'd be nice if they just had a meeting here.
Yeah. Let me call, go in here first. Yes, this Jim Stone is Roy in. Yeah, if you could have him give me a call. Jim Stone, Henry County. I don't know, but anyway, it's 660-351-1133. And no, well, he probably didn't. He's on the enhanced enterprise zone. And I was wanting to talk to him about that for the, cause his term's up. And anyway, I want him to serve a little all over. Another 5 years. Just have him call me tomorrow. Yes, just have him give me a call tomorrow. That's fine. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
He might know if they were acquitted or not last year. He might know if they
You know,
were.
he would.
Yeah.
They should.
He'll probably say, we did this last year.
Yeah.
This cookie is as good as I thought it was going to be.
What?
It's as good as I thought it
Did you think it's gonna be good? Now it's even better. Huh? Two from
Dennis wants to know if he's okay to start looking for a grader operator, if he can publish his ad and stuff for a job.
Put it in his
I-
budget.
It's in his budget. He
It's
just wants to
budget.
make sure now that the townships, they've signed the contract, that he can go ahead and advertise for that.
Well, I think, do you want to kind of see what you got before you dive in hiring somebody, or just dive into it?
You gotta have somebody that
You
can
gotta
operate
have-
it.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna have to train. There'll be a training period.
Unless he hires somebody that knows how.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
okay.
I mean, if it's already scheduled in his budget, it's there. But yeah, I would hire somebody that knows how to do it.
That's what he's planning on.
Yeah,
Well, hell, you got all kinds of them over there. Just hand them out applications as they walk in the door over here. You'll have all kinds of people.
yeah.
He don't have time to train somebody. He needs somebody who has experience.
Yeah. Have we heard anything from Booth Road?
Huh?
From,
Haven't heard a thing. I haven't heard anything.
I wonder if we need to call them. Because it sure would be nice while we got everybody over here at both ends. We could give them the paperwork, at least let them read that they've got to sign. They've got to sign a resolution on to what we put. We make the ordinance, they sign a resolution that comes alongside us. And I had already talked to Brad about it. I think Jake said he had talked to who, I can't remember the guy's name. But they're probably wondering what's going on because we haven't heard. It's been months ago.
Haven't heard none of that.
If we need to call
I don't know
Whitehead,
if Jake's in the office today or not.
Huh?
I don't know if he's over there today or not.
Jake.
Whitehead.
Yes.
Oh, Jake.
This one's not here.
I thought, no, I can see Jake. Jake went.
Yes.
Like, let me call Cuz Smith here. You know what? He'll know whether they was appointed last year anyway.
Who is it?
Jim Smith. Because I was going to ask Roy that if it's already been appointed.
Well, he should know.
Yeah. Hey, Jim. This is Jim Stone. Hey, in 25, was you reappointed to the Enhanced Enterprise Zone? You was. Okay. That's what I was wondering. You and Roy Meredith, and he was appointed, both of you stayed on, right? Okay. Well, that's what we was checking on. All right, thank you. All right, bye.
Perfect. So we'll make.
It's
that
he's
20.
and he said with theirs appointed, so Roy's been already done.
We'll make them 2030 if they were appointed in 25.
Yeah.
Like I said, it probably just didn't get updated. That's
No.
why I don't know until I ask.
Maybe I'll have to call her back and tell her not to
Might have to call. Yeah.
disregard. Yes, it's Jim Stone again. Hey, all right, on Roy, he was reappointed last year, so I don't need to worry about it. So, he's already on it until 2030. No, not to worry about calling. Hey, all right, thank you. Okay, thank you. All righty, bye-bye. Okay, that's
Dennis sent me a text and said they will have to test on the road grader before I even hire them.
okay. This done. Well, Rick Fosno comes up this
This month.
month. Y'all want to leave him on there or take him off?
Might as well, if he wants to.
Honey.
He may not want to.
No.
I'm just asking if he still wants to stay on.
Oh, yeah, because
I think that's all I got for the rest of the day. Or for the rest of the morning. I got plenty to do the rest of the day.
Hey, Rick, this gemstone. Hey, I was trying to get a hold of you. I was wanting to talk to you about the enhanced enterprise zone. Anyway, if you could, give me a call back. We was wondering if you wanted to just stay on it another 5 years. All right? Good, give me a call back. Thank you. Bye. Give me a call back. He picks up his phone. Okay. Did you get yours called?
No. I'm just gonna call when I left.
Huh?
That's fine.
What's Sandy?
It'll have to be done.
I'm just gonna call. Say, I don't know Sandy. I do know.
I know. What's her phone?
660-351-1531.
And that's on the senior board.
Yep.
Give my call him down. Oh, Sandy? Hey, this is Jim Stone. Hey, we is just calling. Your term's coming up on the senior citizen board. Will you stay on there? Oh, okay, she's planning on it. Great. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there you go. If you just had elections, that'd be good. Okay. All right. Okay. Jay Marshall, is she planning on it? Oh, well, okay. Better call her. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Yep. Oh, well, yeah, but they're not, their term's not up. So, the only one, yeah, the only one, Jane will just check with her. And, all right, thank you much. All right, bye-bye. She said, yeah, she's one of the officers. She got elected.
You'll have to make a motion.
She's secretary. Yeah.
Huh?
She's
Secretary.
secretary.
Okay.
You'll have to make a motion to reappoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second
Appoint
that.
Sandy Swanigan.
I'll second that. Motion made and second to appoint Sandy Swanigan to the Senior Citizen Tax Board
For a term of 4 years.
for a term of 4 years. All in favor, say aye. Our votes roll call, Mark.
Yes.
Kim, yes. Motion carried.
Perfect. Thank you.
Jake absentee.
If you got your phone out, you might as well call
Huh?
James. You
Yeah.
got your phone at 660.
Wait, here. He's awful quick on the draw. All right, 660.
492
Well, that's pretty common.
2842.
So what'll happen now, Mark, is I'll draw up letters to them and then you guys will sign those. Make it all
Yeah.
official.
Now, Jane, this is Jim Stone, Henry County. Hey, would you give me a call back? Your term's coming up on the Senior Citizens Tax Board, and we was wanting to talk to you and see if you would go ahead and stay on for another 4 years. If you could, give me a call back. Thank you.
She told me you started it.
Okay, so your call back.
All right, I think we
Long
need
time.
to close.
She got so much stuff.
Oh, my God. Okay, we got Roy and Jim, and all this taken care of.
Yep.
And Rick, I've asked, we'll find out about him. But
Well, it's in the minutes, so when we read the minutes Thursday, it'll pop out. If we haven't heard from them, we can call them. But you could throw that away. We don't need it.
all right,
I just need that for you to have the contact information.
well, thank you. I got it. We're done. Got that.
Not a basketball player.
Okay. Do we have anything else?
So just so you have numbers in your head, the Victims Advocate, we call it the VOCA grant, was budgeted to bring in revenue of $65,000. And that's what they're saying is cut by a third. And they think it'll also be cut again in October. So,
Okay, for what we're looking at, 65,000?
so
40.
65 is what they budgeted
Yes.
to come in, but right now, as it's looking, it's only going to be 40.
Yeah, it's gonna be 40.
But they also expect another cut in October. So
I-
it's all budgeted.
Yeah. but
We're
we
just not
wanna-
going to receive what we expected to receive.
We need to, well, we need to watch that. Cause I'll tell you what, that board, for some reason, they want to wait till the last minute to do it. But anyway, that's happened before.
That's federal monies. That's not nothing we can. That's federal.
No, but what I'm saying is, what they used to always, as the Christians, they've always said that a lot of times. But this time, then they meet it, and I, with everything else going on, I'll look for them too. Y'all stop.
I just don't think it's a service that we can just be like, oh, you're not getting money.
No,
you know.
you can't do that.
And that's what I told the Christian. Maybe something where we say, okay, we will bridge the gap for
Right.
2026, but we have to work out something different for 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2027 would be a real job.
Right. And that's when you would have to
If we
really
had anybody,
make decisions that were going to be right.
if we had anybody sign up for the prosecuting attorneys,
Mhm.
oh,
Zach and I filed.
that's all one.
We said our week,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Tuesday. So I'm done. If you wish, guys.
Huh?
I'm done. I don't have anything else.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
by golly, I'll second it.
Very good.
Motion been made, seconded, adjourned. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. We're adjourned.